But today we're going to do front brake pads real quick on this 2018. Man, I tell you what's hot. Santa Fe. So just hang tight, and I'm gonna show you how this whole thing goes and try to bust it out. So, put you by the fan. Good luck. Oh, wow, there we go. Let's set the timer. Bust the timer. Alright. Oh, you know. Okay. 217. Alright. This is good. So first, you jack it up. Bang it down. Put you on this claw. I'm gonna put it right here. First, park in the front. Make sure you have it chopped off in the back. Chop it off in the back. Of course. Okay, like this. Get in the center. Okay. Jack, right? Up and down. There you go, go a little higher than you should. Actually. Sit support underneath. Get the base with it. One more good. Oh, yeah. Then we're going to go over. Okay. There. Good. Next time. It's 21 millimeter. 2, 1. Alright, what I like to always do is keep these. Then we're going to actually sit them on top of the wheel like this. I'm going to sit on the wheel. Okay? That's what I'm going to do that. Like this. So there we go. On there. And we're going to rock this out. We'll sit this up in there like that. Get the fan rolling, and we're going to go ahead and get break it down here. So, better be made right there. Is that pretty good? Alright, I actually will sit on this tire right here and make my life easier. It can get better room like that, and now you need a 14 millimeter. This guy here. Got to use my Milwaukee. All right, got it. Cool. We'll go off with it. So we go flip the switch, and off we come. Bada bing, bada boom. Just like that. Yeah, you shouldn't need anything. Yeah, you shouldn't have to hold these on this guy. Don't mix these up. I like to keep them in order. So one down there, one right here is what we're going to do with that. So here we go. And off we go with that guy as well. So here we go. That's done. That was how long we got to use that tool. Really not long at all. Pop this off here. And you need your bungee cord. And we'll hook this bungee cord up like this. So don't bend this brake line. Watch what you're doing with this. Don't bend the brake line. Don't bend that brake line. See that? Be careful with this piece right here. Don't kink it. So we go hook it up just like this. Like that here. And one like that here. And we'll hook it up from the top like so. Okay. And that should be perfect. Brake line's not getting bent. Y'all see that? Perfect. Okay. See how that working out? Don't want to bend that brake line. And that person knows better too. There we go. All right, good. Back to business. Hopefully, I won't keep calling. So, now next thing I'm going to do is take these off and clean them. But first, you want to make sure you don't mix these up. So we're going to pull these back. Get a fly here like this. I'm going to use these also in a second. In fact, I spray grease so I won't get all over the ground, right? Pull these off. I always like to do them in order, that way you can match them up. You see these hard way, we're going to put it all back how it came off. Okay, let's see here. Alright, we'll pull it off and keep it like it is so we don't lose the order, right? I already did one, so it don't really matter. I know how it goes, but just like that. Then you set it down face up like that, and there you go. See how I did that? So we're going to know exactly where all the stuff goes. We're going to go ahead and take our new ones and line those guys up with the hardware as we go with it. So here we go. This guy's going to go here, clearly. Okay, this guy's gonna go here. You know it's a little different because it's aftermarket, but it doesn't really matter. This is how it's gotta be. Get a different side of the pin, but that's how it is. So that's both the rounded sides up. That's fine. Sometimes it'll be opposite. I don't know why. That's how it goes. So either way, here we go. See now? Alright, cool. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is get these little clips off right here. Got two of these guys here, two of these guys here. You're gonna place them up just like this too, so you know how they go around. We're gonna take the new clips out of these guys right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get them all ready. Like this here. I'll show you in a second. Matching everything up as we go, making life easy is all we're doing. Okay, and then the two pins for the other part of the brake. That shouldn't be too bad at all. Alright, so they're both lined up. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring that guy back in. So I clean it up a little bit. They're already pretty clean, so I don't have to get too crazy with that at all. Brake clean it off real good there, right there. Up in here to good too, as well. Okay, and we're going to wipe these guys off as well. Make sure you put them back in the same holes. Let it go like that. Wipe both of these, crack the seals, wipe that as well. And now on to the new grease here. The new grease is right here. This is like magic purple grease. I don't know why they don't make purple anymore, but they sure don't. Remember, the one with the rubber tip goes into the bottom hole like this. And you can take it like that. And also, a little extra on this part. Can't hurt. Also in here. And in here. Okay? That's the way you already got that pre-grease as well for yourself. Same way up here. Take the top one like this. Like this. Here we go. Same way. Grease her up, put it back on in there. That's what all we got to do with that. Grease that part too. And the side as well here, and the side as well there. So that's all done. We got all that done and killed two birds with one stone. And they screwed back in the hole where they're going to be go for right now. I always like to do it so I don't lose them. And then show you a little secret as well. So once you get that done, you're actually going to grease this guy right here. I like to grease him up around the inside of this as well before I press the caliper in. Like this, and like that, up in there as well. So here we go. And then we'll contract the caliper after we actually also put some on this side of these guys. You have them all laid out. I can't do it with one hand, but you get the picture. Also, some goes on the back, so when I get a second, I'll come back and finish these up here. But for now, we're going to go ahead and just get what we can down, since I can't use with so many hands and do and film at the same time. I got to rock and roll, but here we go. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to take this guy here. I grab my hand. Need a little bit of grease up in here, too. Anyway, these are all laid out and get ready to rock. We'll pop these guys back on. This guy's got to slip back in kind of funny. Actually, watch how I do it. So pay attention there, how we do it. Oh, way off camera. Here we go. Push it in. And snip it up just like that. And in it went. Pretty perfect. Snip it up, and then we go. It's like that one. Same down here. A little bit different, though. Just pop it on in like that. So it's level. And snip it into place like that one. I'll show you the pads. Give me 1 sec. These are the brand I like right now. Give me 1 sec. I'll show you for the front. I got AutoZone, the Elite pads. Okay, that's giving me a little bit of trouble. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. I think we're good. I think I bent it with my finger and touch. Make sure they're not hitting either, so I can't really test it. I should probably jack up both sides when you're doing this. That way you can check it. Push the back down flat, and then you push this down. And that's how you want to put those on, okay? I'll show you the pads here in 1 second. Same with these guys here. I always like to slip mine in first, and then we'll match them up here in a sec. So this part goes on the outside. It just snips in like this. Down and down, and it just snips into place. Voila. Perfect fit. And then same way back here. This should go on the bottom on all the, I believe in all of them. Yeah, bottom too. Yep, it's the same. It's right. So you got to match them for both sides. You will be all same way here. Tilt it outward like that. Sorry, I'm all off. Too close to them. Same way here. And tilt it out inward. I think you got to go outward. Sorry. In 1 second, I'll show you guys the pads. But here you go. It's like that. So you got to go start tilting outward and move in. Like that. See? Perfect. Boom. That is a wrap just about basically. Now your hardware right here. You give mine a little bit of a bend, not much. You have to put one here. I'm gonna actually have to come back and do this and hold it. I'll do it right now, actually, and show you guys. Hang tight. I'll show you just like this. Hang on one second. Y'all can see how I'm doing this? Okay, cool. I hope you can. Anyway, if not, that's just how that goes. First time you can press that caliper like all the way. Like so. See, it's already clean. I'm just gonna use a pair of channel locks. That's it. I should be able to press this caliper back in. Pretty easy. And this Hyundai especially. Now see that? Here we go. I'm pressing it in pretty good. It shows. Now you can use a tool if you want to, but I think it's just as easy, honestly, and a lot quicker. But it's got to be a wrap when I get done here. And I always check it, make sure it's flat all the way around. Don't have any leaks in your boot seal or anything. Check it over here too, and give it a little squish over here to make sure. But we're nice and tight. Y'all see that there? Nice and tight, compressed, and greased up. Actually retracted some of the grease in there like I wanted it to. I'll see great, okay? And like I said, second I'll show you guys the brakes. Put a little bit more on the little leaflets, little ears of the piston and caliper right there on the back side of the brakes here. And then we're going to get these in place and be quick with this part. So right here, you got to put these pins on. Remember I was telling you about these pins? They could be a little bit of a pain. Go ahead and squish them in a tad. And take these out right now because you don't just put them in there so you don't lose those. But like this, and you go and pop these into place here. Like this and like this. See, they want to come out when you stick them in. That's what I'm saying. There you go. See, I pushed that right on out of there. So you got to kind of hold it as you do it, or you're gonna have a mess on your hands. You got to go back in with the brakes now if that happens. So I did pop out. I can pop it back in. Let me go ahead and get it lined up this time. Don't let them slip. Right there. Okay, I didn't get it. Almost. Can't see the hole. Hang on. May need a flashlight if you can't see like me. So anyway, I'm just gonna get them both one in for now to line them up. Get my flashlight out. Get both of them in one hole at a time. All right, here's one on this side we got in, and there's the other hole. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hold it once we get it in. Okay, hold those pistons. I can't. I'm gonna have to do this before I can show you how anything. Okay, and same over here. See if we can find the hole, which is right here. Yeah, right there. So. Right there. Anyway, we got them both in. Now they're both being held. We got to be quick with this. So you got to go ahead and get the bungee loose. Don't let it fall while you're doing it. I have to let go of the head. I'm gonna come back to it. I can't. That was terrible. I was trying to show y'all, and I get myself all mixed up here. All right. So, see what I just did? Like a dummy. So what I'm gonna do is get these back up again. Try to get these in before I start doing too many things. That was funny. Where'd the other spring go? There it is. Sorry about that. But yeah, I use AutoZone Elite pads, by the way. But yeah, and once they pop out, these stuff, you gotta put them back in. Damn, you don't want that to happen. So, not too hard once you get them in one time. But still, you want to go back over with brake cleaner as well. I'm gonna do it for video purposes. Get these a little bit more bent in. You don't want to bend them too much because how they have to be. You want them to push the pads back off of there, right? They're made to keep the pads lined. But for video's sake, I don't like to do a little extra bending. And really, you can do that. It's not going to hurt. Just give a little extra bend so you can get them on. And so it doesn't throw your stuff all around. They were really loose. Actually, they just threw them right off of there. They're still working. See that? See how they work? They push out the pads. That's perfect. Now we're going to flip this all down like this. And line her up, and once you get it on, you got to worry about it popping off no more. Line that guy up, and you line it up that guy, and then you stick these guys on in. So, all right, almost done. I'm gonna take my old Milwaukee again. Once we get it threaded with our hands, of course, always use it after you got it. Put the switch on the Milwaukee, and we're going the other way. Got you loosey, right at open and closing the water faucet. I got it like that. All right. That one's good. I'm gonna move down to this guy, same way. All right, there we go. And this one should be good. Let's go ahead and give it a snug. There we go. And don't smush your fingers when you do that. And the fronts are done. And that's how you do that. So that's all the pins. Here's all the old hardware. You can see it. Old hardware. So it goes back on. That's how it should look. One more thing too. When you got this grease, I always recommend doing this. Show you the pads as well. How you doing, Tabitha? Right around here, I can put a little grease. It looks cute anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's a really nice shape Hyundai, so you want to make sure you treat them right, especially if they're in good shape like this. But my pads look perfect. There's the bumper guards right here. Can't hurt down there, and you can't hurt in here either. So there you go. Voila. Now, always, last but not least, I'm gonna clean it up real good. Throw this mess away because we're done with it. Hey, like how I left it all together? That's pretty nice. Then I'll show you the pads too. Here are my pads right here that I use on this particular model car. Are these guys here? What it takes? And 3 times longer life. Duralast Elite brake pads. DE1815. 2018 Hyundai Santa Fe. That's all you got to do. That's done. Pretty easy. That's one thing about these Hyundais is they do make it pretty user friendly. I will say that. Always brake clean it off real good up in here afterwards. Make sure you get it down. Don't want to mess somebody's yard up. You know, stuff. Always be respectful when the jobs are working. Get it just like that, you see. And voila. There you go. That's it, right. You know, we'll say this, that Milwaukee fan's a lifesaver. It really is. Okay, there you go. That's done. And now you put the brake back on. That's it. So give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on here. And that should be about it. Okay, and there we go. Now for the tire going back on, and I'll take a break and show you what's going on here. Just like that, throw the little lug nuts out, and you pop it back on. That's back in. Right on there. Make sure the main thing about these Hondas too, you got to get them level. I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So like this, just like this, and you want to start with one, like that. Start snuggling with your finger, and you want to get the best way you can. Put the light down now, cover it up for the most part. One at a time with your hands started. One important thing I'm gonna show you here. 2 seconds, I'm done. Let's see how quick I did that guy. I got 15 minutes, and I screwed up a little bit too. These Hyundai brakes are not that hard to do, so I will say that. That's why they're user friendly for certain. You always want to get as tight as you can with your hand, at least on one of them. Yeah, that'll tighten real good because it's got a lip. You got to get it around that lip. If you don't get it around that lip, you get all kinds of problems. See that? Just check your lip here. Make sure you're around the lip. Knock it up. Mainly one for now, and then we'll hit it. It's tight. You're good to go. Cool. So there we go. Hit the rest. Remember, 21 mil. 21 mil. Alrighty, there we go, and that should be good. So again, and you're done. I'm gonna go in there also and press the brakes. I'm gonna jack it up. Let go of my stand, like that one there, and get the stand out. And that's done. And then I'm gonna get this out of the way and put her down. So, like so. Alright, that's that. So we'll come back and do a video on the rear ones, I think. That's good. And got to get one pump them brakes as well. So a second, I'll pump these guys. But that way we don't be moving when we do the back brakes. 2 pumps. We'll fill that line back up nicely. Here we go. And that should be good. Whew, pain. So what's up? What's up, Mad Monk? I see you back. Working on a 2018 Elantra. Looking good though, because my customers. So I'm gonna come back and do the rear. Bear with me. That's a tight squeeze. She's going up all the way. All right, I'll be back. She's outside. She squished me. How you doing? Good.